AK, you made this?
Ivy, and you're sparking up with VANSNWEED. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that post notifications button, man. Today we got Itsontheflocatering with us.
Yes, indeed.
First time with the food. Come on, man. Hey, look, usually we got rappers out here, clothing designers. First time somebody is making food.
Yeah, it's an interesting field. Honestly, it's more that go on than what people lead. You know, it's like people just think it just be plates and shit like that, but you got the actual business paperwork, you feel me, like the month-to-month filing that you gotta do. It's like shit, and on top of that, trying to have your own life. You know, it's easy to lose track of yourself when you focus on your business.
Right, and you a father, right?
Yes, I am.
Yeah,
my son's 6.
Yeah.
So it's like you gotta find time to be a dad. You gotta find time to run your business. You feel me? You gotta be a son. You gotta be a brother. It's like you gotta kind of, like, I'm on a break right now, just kind of remembering the roles that I play in my regular everyday life. You feel me? It's like I'm so caught up in just getting up and going on autopilot and just going to work and doing this and doing that. It's like you lose track of quality time. You lose track of what really matters. Your time with your family. It's like you just get caught up chasing your tail a little bit. It's like, you know, you get so far and you get on the hamster wheel.
Right. Well, I'm glad you're taking a break there. You feel me? Definitely getting your mind together, yourself together, for sure.
Yeah, that shit is important.
So, first and foremost, shout out your social media and tell the people where they can pull up and get a plate, man.
Okay, well, it's on the Itsontheflocatering. We are located right now at 1612 84th Avenue. You can pull up there and get your plates. Everything is through pre-order text message. You can follow the Instagram. The number is in the bio, all the information that you'll need. And yeah, outside of that, you know, come fuck with your boy.
Hello? You feel me? Come get a plate, man.
If I was working, I would have brought some now. That would have done
so they can see.
Yeah, some visuals, but you know, it's all there for the display.
Right. We understand though. You should be taking a little break for sure. Yeah. So we always start from the beginning on this show.
Okay.
So could you tell the people a little bit about yourself, where you're from, and your upbringing?
Yeah, I'm from East Oakland, California. My parents is from San Francisco. My dad was in the feds when I was younger. You feel me? From some, you know, previous lifestyles. He did 12 years behind that shit. So when I was growing up, it was just me, my mama, and my sister. I got hella sisters. I got a few brothers. But it was just us growing up, Oakland. Single mom. She pulled in her brother and her sister as well after her mother passed. My mama had 2 younger siblings. And that's pretty much where it started. And then I just always feel like as my mom being my mom, she did her best to bring me along the way she needed to, but it's like a woman can only go so far with raising a man. You know, I'm a firm believer in that.
Only a man can raise a man.
Only a man can raise a man.
Hello, let's talk about it.
So it's a lot that I kind of had to go outside and learn on my own. You know, I didn't really have no. I mean, I had male role models like my uncles and shit like that, but
they can't do so much.
They can only do, you know, I'm seeing y'all, you know, family events and shit like that, birthdays. It ain't like I'm seeing y'all every day consistently how I really would need to.
Right.
So it was different.
Right.
You feel me? It's like you learn a lot from mistakes more than a person telling you actually what's going on. And I grew up hella hard-headed, so that didn't make nothing no better.
Right.
You feel me? It didn't make nothing no better.
Yeah.
Damn, I want to say the problem child because it was only me and my sister. That's my mama immediate sibling. You feel me? Kids and shit, but you know, it was what it was. But damn, where else can we jog with it? Streets.
Talk about that. A little bit about your, you know.
Yeah, that's probably like the next step after that was I went outside. I was just intrigued by it, you know. just being in the car, riding and seeing shit all through Oakland. It's like, I mean, nobody really had to tell me what was going on, but you kind of know what you're looking at when you look at it. You feel me? So I kind of was able to pinpoint the niggas that had money, that had rhythm, that had motion, you feel me? And hella shit going on. And after a while, you feel me? You outside so much, you feel me? You start getting closer and closer to the niggas that's actually really playing, and you start seeing what's going on. And you like, this shit is a little different. Like, you feel me? Like, it ain't in the house.
Right,
like, I'm outside. Yeah, like. So, I ended up in a few little situations, like, when I was younger. But, like, a lot of my partners, like, ran with politics. You feel me? Like, clicked up with whoever was popping at the time and shit like that. I was just always interested in money. You feel me? I want some. I want some money. Like, I'm not with hanging around 60 niggas and all that shit. Like, I wasn't interested in none of that, even as a kid. I always just wanted some money. So, that kind of just led me to moving in that aspect. You feel me? I ain't gonna go into specific details, but it just led me to being like outside. You feel me? And everything that came with it, I was pretty much a part of. And it'd be hard to decipher both when you at home young and you outside building a whole nother life. You feel me? You don't know how to turn that off and go home and be like, all right, I'm this innocent kid all over again. You feel me? It's like, nah, I'm like, you smell it on me when I come in the house. It's like, what you been doing? You feel me? Who you hanging with now? Where you been at? Them was always the questions. Right. But it's like, even still, like, growing up, I guess I don't know. I went outside more so because there wasn't no love at home for me. You feel me? Right. It was different growing up with my mama and shit. Like, we had our own issues back then. We good now, but we had our own issues growing up. I just kind of outgrew home.
Right. So would you say you was looking for something else, like you, or it's just like home wasn't just?
I would say, or I put it like this: just because a person got a label, don't mean you gotta they gotta be a certain way with you. Like, it's like you get caught up on your expectations. You get hard to accept the reality of the individual. You gotta love a person for who they are, not for who you want them to be. Right. You feel me? And I kind of stood against that growing up. You feel me? Like, I wanted my mama, or I wanted my peoples around me to be a certain way. Right. And I never got it. So it pushed me to just go outside to where I can just make my own family and make my own way of it. Right. And I start looking at love a different way. Right. You feel me? It's like I'm outside with the niggas all day, so we show love different. We embrace different. So for sure. I just start channeling stuff different. You feel me? And eventually it led me to going to jail. Yeah. So that shit led me to going to jail.
So did you pick up, cooking in jail, or was it after?
I'm gonna keep it real with you.
That's all we can.
I was cooking a little bit before, but when I had went to jail, I went to San Mateo County. Shitty. Like, that county bump. All right. And they had this deputy. His name was Lopez. The nigga, he was like, it was my first time in jail ever. So he like, you got action at going to the kitchen. I'm like, what you mean the kitchen? And everybody was like, nigga, if you can go to the kitchen, go. They're like, bro, leave, go to the kitchen, go to the kitchen. So I just signed up for it, not knowing what it was about. You feel me? So I signed up, and they're like, all right, they called my last name. I went to the kitchen. I started off on the line. So basically, you got your basically like the cooks, the prep cooks, people that prep the food and everything. You got the niggas that be cooking and all. Like, it's like a real restaurant down there, but for jail. Right. You feel me? So I was on the line putting all the shit on the plates and everything, and then eventually I ended up wiggling back there one day, and I had played with the food a little bit, and one of the niggas was like, you back here now. He like, stay back here. Right. I'm like, all right, cool. So I was basically learning how to cook for, it's like you learning how to season food for over 1,000 people at one time. So when you develop a palate like that, it's like, this shit hella good. Like, it's like, it's good. Like, it ain't flat. It don't need this. It don't need that. Like, it's good. So I would say that kind of picked up everything that was going on with me learning how to really play with seasonings and shit, you feel me? Right. Like, I was always suspended from school growing up. My mama made me cook for myself after so long, so she like, nigga, I ain't cooking for you if you in trouble. So I learned how to play with it like that, but large quantities, I would say the jail did that to me. Right. And I would have never known that it was preparing me for
But
what I'm going through now. You feel me?
Yeah. Would you say it's like a blessing in disguise type thing for you to?
The whole time I really grew up in jail. Like I didn't go in jail playing. You feel me? Like a lot of niggas, when they go to jail, they see their partners, they see their friends. You feel me? Like they see their niggas.
Yeah.
I wasn't in my county, so I didn't see none of my niggas that I knew when I went to jail. I'm in jail with all new faces,
Right.
And everybody looking at me like, nigga, who are you?
Right.
You feel me? Like I ain't get pressed on nothing up in there. I don't play like that, but just being somewhere so foreign and you don't know nobody. It's like, nigga, I don't know y'all to even take y'all serious, know who playing, know who joking, know who for real, know who not.
Right.
So I'm not fucking with nobody.
Facts.
So it kind of just taught me how to be by myself instead of running with your thugs. Like, you feel me? It's like, nigga, stand on your own now.
Right.
Now it's your turn.
Right.
So,
Facts. I like,
that shit was different.
Yeah.
That shit was different. A lot of people like glorify that shit. I would never glorify it, but I for sure learned some shit that I would have never learned if I was out. You feel me? Like you learn respect for another man up in there.
Right.
Like you learn how to respect people. You feel me? And even women.
Right.
You got the female depths, they gonna push the line on you. Cause they want their respect.
Right.
And once they get it and y'all got a mutual respect, everything be cool.
Right. It go way smoother.
It go way smoother.
Yeah.
It's like they see you respectful, they respect you, you respect them.
Right.
If it's lock it up, bro.
Right.
Just cause y'all cool all of a sudden out here, don't get the program fucked up. That's what people, they get it twisted with program. But that was probably like the only thing up in there. And when I had got out of jail, they told me I had to go to a program. Like an outpatient program type shit. We'll get into that off the camera. But I had to go to an outpatient program.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, so throughout that program, they had another culinary program. So before I went to that program, my boy Buggy, Free Buggy B, we used to have parties in the driveway. So imagine a driveway literally probably from that right behind there to probably like not even over here, like probably stop like right there.
Right.
But it's like 100 people in the driveway. We all turned up, partying, fish fries, whatever we cooking, eating, and I would cook for them. So I started seeing like, man, I got 20 people out here hungry. I got 30 people out here hungry. I got 40 people out here hungry. I got hell people that just ate that's mad that ain't no more food.
Right.
I'm like, this shit good.
Right.
You feel me? I know my food was good because I always cooked, you feel me, moving around in the kitchen. But I'm like, this shit can go somewhere if I really did it. But they used to tell me back then, they're like, bro, why you don't sell plates?
Right.
But this was in, what year was this? It's probably, I want to say like 2018. We was doing all this, you feel me? So everybody like, why you don't cook? I'm like, I don't want to sell no plates. I didn't think it was profitable. I'm like, this, the fuck I look like selling some plates, bro. I'm like, nigga, you do that for funerals and shit, bro. I'm like, nigga, you do that when it's somebody that's dead or something. Then you go sell some plates.
But why didn't you think so? Because we need food. We go eat.
Because back then, nobody was online cooking.
Right.
Nobody was on. So you had to kinda like pandemic kicked off all this shit.
Right.
Like, that's what made niggas really go like, I mean, I can do something.
Right.
My job tripping.
People thought they selling.
I got rent. I got bills. My son right here. Like, you feel me? It's like, I can't be outside no more. They got fucking marshals and shit all marching around and they taking curfews serious. Like, hell, it ain't going down. But back then, it was hella shit I was into. It was like, why am I finna stop what I'm doing to go cook and sell some plates?
Right.
I don't even like people. Like, you feel me? Like,
person?
No.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I work with certain people to balance that. You feel me? I know I'm not the best people person. Like, you feel me? If I know you, and that's cool. But if I don't know you, you're going to get rubbed the wrong way 9 times out of 10 by me because I'm not finna speak around. I'm not going to speak around you too much.
Right.
You feel me? I'm damn near finna leave. I'm just uncomfortable now.
Right.
Like, you in my bubble. I don't like that.
Right. No, I feel that.
But back then, it was like, we outside. Like, what the fuck I look like cooking? But, man, when I tell you, it took for the world to shut down for real for me to be like, all right, I'm about to sell some plates. Mind you, I had an Android back in them days. So, you know, Android, it ain't no quality. When you could post good food on the Android and it's still gonna look ass.
Yeah,
so when I switched my phone, everybody started seeing like, they're like, nigga, that shit look good. Like, so I posted some rice one night. I posted some rice. I had the little hibachi style rice, you feel me? And I had like 40 DMs. Everybody was serious. Niggas was like, because nobody's
was doing.
All we got is social media. So now I'm paying attention to whatever it is you was doing. Never paid attention to you a day in my life, but now I'm focused on you. What you doing?
Right.
They started seeing that food. I got 40 messages asking me, do I sell plates? I'm still not knowing that that's a thing now. Like, I wasn't a social media person. My social media probably had like 600 followers. You feel me? Like, it was like people that
tapped in for real.
It was who I knew. I didn't know to follow this person and that person and go get food over there and pull up at this person's house and they finna bring some food outside. Hell no. You crazy. You crazy as hell. You don't know what your kitchen look like.
Right.
I don't know food from you.
Right.
So
niggas be dirty
hella dirty. Like, man, I don't want to buy no food from you, motherfucker. So after a while, I started catching on. I'm like, motherfuckers out here selling plates. I started seeing niggas on my Instagram posting. We ain't saying no names, but they posting garbage. Like, the shit look horrible. Like,
not even appetizing.
iPhone quality, horrible food. Like, the food is an Android, if that's the case. You feel me?
Right.
I'm like, hell no. I'm like, somebody gotta do something about this. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm like, I'm gonna sell some plates tomorrow. I got probably like 25 pre-orders that night. That's paid orders. Like, motherfuckers paid me for their food. Guaranteed.
Right.
So I wasn't gonna do it if I didn't have no pre-orders. Me personally, I wasn't finna take no leap. You feel me? I'm like, nigga. I'm like, it's too much money that I would have to invest at that time. You feel me? And at that time, it's like, I need all my money for my guaranteed plays that I'm finna be coming across. Like, yo, I can't be gambling with this shit because I don't know when it's finna come back around.
Right.
This was before the unemployment shit started hitting and the stimulus and all that shit started catching on. Like, this is before, this the smack dab beginning.
Right.
I started cooking in May.
Right.
With that shit, the pandemic started in what, like February, March is when the world shut down type shit.
Yeah.
So I had time to chill.
Right.
But I'm going broke. Like, all reality. Like, I'm going broke.
Facts. Like a lot of people was.
It's a couple $1,000s after I'm looking at, like, and a couple, like, 3. Like, I'm not talking like it was like, oh, 10,000. I got 10,000. Now I have like $3,000. You feel me? To the world, that's no money.
Right.
Like, that's
not at all.
That ain't shit.
Yeah, especially in California.
Come on now, eating that up.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, fuck it. I gotta do something. So pre-orders kicked up.
Right.
25 first night. I'm like, cool. I'm looking. I'm like,
want something.
I'm looking at my Cash App and shit. I'm like, hell no. So I'm cooking and shit. I'm posting throughout the next day, and it's hella people hitting. Like, can I still get in? Can I get in? I'm like, hell yeah. And at this time, I didn't want nobody pulling to where I was at. So I'm like, I'm gonna do drop-offs. Mind you, I'm cooking out the way anyway. So I gotta make it, drive it to Oakland, and then slide around through the town. When I tell you that first day, my first day cooking, I probably made like $600-$700.
Damn. I know you was from then. You was like, this is it. Yeah. Let me go buy all the shit.
See, it's crazy because if I told you that I never had like a dream or a premonition of me selling food, I'd be lying. You feel me? So it's like I'm in a dream a little bit. Like, you feel me? I'm like, it ain't no way I just did that in a day. You feel me? And back then, food was cheap.
Right.
Like, my prices was cheap. I had fucking $15-$20 plates. Like, motherfuckers was loving that shit.
Especially during ED time, niggas was pulling up. It was easy.
But I'm thinking, like, I just made all that off $15 and $20 plates. You feel me? I'm like, I ain't had to look over my shoulder now one time throughout the day.
Just to make that money.
You feel me? I ain't worried about no police today.
Right.
Like,
yo, Ice Cube shit for real.
Today was a good day.
Oh, God.
I'm like, I feel good. Like, I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it again tomorrow. So I had a whole nother rush. Some of the same people, some wasn't. They like, you cooking again? Like, I need something. Like, I heard that shit hella good. Mind you, at the time, I'm on the stove still. So we push it out. We do what we do. I kid you not. Same numbers the next day. I said, fuck nah.
Right.
Mind you, when I was working, my checks was getting garnished, all kind of shit. Like my nigga Stone, like we was working at Coasters,
Yeah.
getting paid every week. That nigga show me his check, I show him mine, and he'd be like, hell no, like nigga, how you still working here? Like, bro, you getting 200 a week type shit.
Right.
You feel me, bro? You got your son, nigga. My son was like, at that time, like 2. You feel me? 2 and some change, maybe a little older, probably like, not just like 2018 still. So what I'm talking about right now. So it's like, he was like 2. Like 2, you feel me? So I'm like, nigga, I'm struggling though. But I'm making that shit happen though.
Right.
You feel me? It looked beautiful. I wasn't complaining. Like, nigga, I'm at work every day. I'm early. You feel me? I'm trying to get OT.
Right.
Like, nigga, I need my check bigger than 2 something.
Thanks.
You feel me? So motherfuckers wonder why I grind so hard now, because I'm coming from where I'm coming from. Like, you don't get it till you get it. You feel me? It's like I'm coming from a whole nother world.
Broke it, even when you getting man.
Listen.
Yeah.
Listen. I'm coming back against the wall. You don't even know how I feel right now. To be able to take time off. You feel me? Like,
to be able to
the
take
fuck?
time off and not to have to ask nobody.
Like, that shit
It's
crazy.
a blessing.
So my nigga Stone, all that, he used to look at my checks. He like, bro, like, I don't know how you still working here, but I just have to grind him. I'm still at work, whatever. So fast forward. Now it's like, all right, fuck it, I'm finna do this. So I'm still moving rice. Probably like a week later, I'm like, because the pasta was really my shit. Like, I worked on that sauce. All right, so mind you, let's back up right quick. So I had to go to the program like that I was telling you about. I had to do 6 months in there. I didn't end up doing it. So at the time that they telling me all of this, my baby mama pregnant with my son. So this is, but they told me that. So we bounced back 2 more years before that. This 2016. You feel me? So it's still shit going on then. Mind you, and I take that back. We was at Buggy House in 2016 and in 2015. He been gone a minute. Now that I think about my time clocks, he been gone a minute. Because we was having these parties when my son was a baby. He was born in 2016.
Right.
You feel me? So this was way before this. Goddamn, that was a lot of years ago. But
Hell yeah, it was.
so, I know going to the program, and they had me making this sauce. It was a white sauce. I didn't like how they did it though. So I'm telling them, I'm like, order me some different shit. You feel me? I'm doing my little research when I could, like on what make the sauce good and all that. Like, oh, butter this time. I don't like butter too much and all that shit. So I do my little research. I'm like, bro, order this for me and order this, and I'm gonna do it like that. He didn't believe me. He like no. I'm like, bro, order it. He like, if it fuck up, it's on you.
Right. I
said, fine. Made that shit. That shit was hella good.
Right.
So I started working on that. I was in there 6 months. I worked in the kitchen for 3. And then they had allowed me to become staff for my last, I was unpaid staff for my last 90 days. They had let me have, it was like one of the little houses on the ranch and shit. They let me have that. I was sneaking my baby mom and my son up there, you feel me? Like shit was different back then. I was fucked up. Like I was fucked up bad. Like, you feel me? Like, we had lost the apartment, you feel me? I'm in and out of jail. We got to bail out. You might have lost my car.
Right.
You feel me? Like, it's hella shit going on. Like, my whole world spent out. You feel me? It's like, I didn't know what the fuck to do. Like, for real. You feel me? So, I had snuck them up there from where they was at. And I'm like, just come up here. I'm like, if I get in trouble, fuck it. Mind you, if I get kicked out the program, I'm going back to jail.
Right.
I had a 3-year suspended sentence over my head. But I'm not finna have my son in no fucked up position. You feel me? Like, man, fuck that.
Yeah.
You know, man, whatever. Come on. If it end up like that, it's gonna end up like that. But if it don't, it wasn't meant to go that way.
Right.
And it wasn't meant to go that way, obviously. You feel me? So they had came up there. I had finished all my programs. Come up there, and that's when it all it all start coming together.
Yeah, they always say when you down bad like that, at your worst, something like the best shit happen like to you. Like you get a total turnaround. Like God like really bless you.
You get a different fire on you.
Yeah.
Like when you have a kid, like especially when you there, like when you want to be there for your kids. You feel me? Like I didn't have no daddy growing up, so it's like if I got an opportunity to bless my son with everything I didn't have,
you gonna do it.
It's going up.
Right.
We finna do it all. My son's spoiled as fuck right now. But it's because he's allowed to be. He didn't ask to be here. I brought his ass in this world.
Right.
So I'm gonna make sure he got everything in here.
Hey.
So, but at the time, it's like I wasn't looking at going to jail. I was just looking at making sure my son was straight.
Right.
You feel me? Like that's all it really was. That's what all this shit about.
Right.
It's about my son. Like,
right. Right.
It's beyond me.
Yeah.
My time over. It's his.
Right.
You feel me? I'm living for him. You feel me? But I started working on that sauce. My mama got tired of eating pasta sauce. She was eating pasta sauce for like 5 months. She like, I'm tired of it. But I made it one day and I had her taste that shit and she was like, that's it.
Right. I ain't tired no more.
She was like, that was hella good.
Right.
She like, you remember what you did? I'm like, yeah. So when I brought the pasta to the game, all my pasta heads came out. They're like, let me get that shit. Let me get that shit. Mind you, the sauce that I do now is totally different from the sauce that I, like the shit keep evolving to this day. It keep getting better.
As it should. I mean, you keep, yeah.
It's a timeless thing. It's just going to get better.
Right.
So I'm going through hell trying to get this shit right throughout the day. My nigga Tay let me work in his kitchen. I got the small, it's an electric stove. I got the small burners on the stove.
Yeah.
And then at that time, only one of them really worked.
Damn.
You feel me? So we had to tweak the other one for it to work. So I'm pushing out. I'm trying to do hella shit. Man, listen.
Yeah, just trying to make it happen.
Like motherfuckers don't get. I done went from trapping at my boy house to where I started having too much traffic, and he was finna have his son, and he like, Thug, we on a good run, but he like, we gotta figure something else out. We gotta figure out what we finna do.
Right.
I'm like, you right. Hella grateful for all the time that like motherfucker asked me for that, you feel me? But it's a reciprocation thing that we had going on. But for a motherfucker not to ask you for nothing,
that's love for real.
Like I had so much shit in this man's house. Like I had Snapples lined up on the wall.
Right.
I got cases of food, the little to-go thing stacked up. I got fucking rice cookers everywhere.
Right.
Like this nigga,
Right.
like you got a whole fucking restaurant in my goddamn living room, bro. Like what the fuck is we doing?
He let you do that though.
Like that's my nigga. Like I'm like, it's good, but I'm like, bro, don't trip, my bro. I'm like, nigga, this finna go. We finna get it.
Right.
Once we stopped that, I started doing Airbnbs.
Oh yeah, that's smart. Okay.
That was smart, but it only worked if you rocking. Airbnbs be expensive.
Yeah, oh yeah, you right.
You feel me?
For sure.
And even back then, it was still expensive.
Right.
Like I was lucky.
Now. Yeah.
I was lucky to find some for like $700 for like 5 days. You feel me? That's hella money. But like I'm trapping hard. Like I gotta make it happen. Like don't get me wrong. I was doing my shit. Like anybody will tell you, like you asked about this on the floor, they're gonna tell you about them long ass lines, that long ass wait that they used to have to go through, like hella shit. But when they got their food, that shit was hot and fresh.
Right. Every time.
You can call me at 2 in the morning.
Right.
You up and it's rocking. What you want?
Right.
Let me get some fried chicken.
You up
with
like that?
What? Airbnbs. I needed my money. You got this was around the clock.
Right.
Around the clock for real. Like I'm in here. Like I'm prepping up meat in the middle of the night. You feel me? Like I damn near killed myself in the Airbnb one night frying some fucking chicken and fell asleep. Man, I swear to God.
In the grease?
Man, no. So I had the regular fryers, like the house fryers. You feel me? The ones you got the case and all the regular little small ones.
What am I talking about?
Man, I fried some chicken. I go to sleep. So it has a timer. They got timers on them. But I had the timer turned all the way up because I'm up. So I'm like, I need to fry more chicken.
Right.
Man, I go to sleep. I'll wake up. When I tell you, the smoke was so thick. Like, I couldn't see from me to you.
Yeah. Oh, I know you was so scared.
Like, and the lights was on in the room. You feel me? It ain't like it was dark, like the lights was on. You feel me? But it's like that through the whole Airbnb.
Right. I know you thought you fucking people's house up.
What? I'm sitting here, I'm like, mind you, in my brain, I'm like, how long I been breathing this shit in?
Right.
You feel me? Like, how long I been sleep? You feel me? I be up. So it's like I was probably on the road for like 2 days. You feel me? Like, I'm up. Like, I'm dead tired. Man, when I tell you I woke up, that motherfucker was, by the grace of God, I'm still here.
Right.
For real. Like, I was supposed to be gone that day. I kid you not. But that was just a hell of an experience.
Right.
You feel me? To have to go through when you just trying to build a motherfucking empire. You feel me? Like, you trying to stack it up off plates. Like,
Thanks.
Almost lost my motherfucking life.
Hey, look, but obviously, if you still be here, because you still kicking it, we gonna be doing this interview right now.
Man, listen.
On everything.
I tell you.
For sure. So, where did you get the name It's on the Flow Catering?
You know what? That's a good ass question. My brother Momo. Third World Momo. Y'all should get him on here too.
Hey, tell him tap in with us, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell Momo to come out. But my nigga Momo, cause I used to always say it's on the flow. Like when I used to get on my Instagram, like, man, it's on the flow today. We got whatever. We got whatever. And he called me one day. He like, bro, what's your name? I'm like, nigga, I don't know, cause my name was still Dollar Boy on my Instagram.
Right.
I still have a regular name. He like, nigga, it's on the flow.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. He like, don't nobody say it like you, bro. He like, I feel it when you say it. He like, nigga, I get juice when I hear you say it. And I thought about it, I'm like, it's on the flow. So I'm like, nigga, it's on the flow catering. He said, there you go.
Right.
He said, nigga, stick it up, stitch it, go. And it was on ever since.
Right.
I changed that name. Once I changed my Instagram name, everybody took me serious. I had hella niggas laugh at me when I started selling plates, like, for real.
Right.
Like, you know, like, that's like, at that time, it would be looked at as the going broke.
Right.
You feel me?
Right. Let me just do anything type
And nigga, you was right. I was going broke.
Right. But it was the smartest thing that you could have done.
Smartest shit I did.
You feel me?
Smartest shit ever.
Niggas don't see that until they. I mean, now the people that was laughing at
yeah,
you, like,
yeah.
Right, boy, yeah. Exactly,
Damn all
nigga.
that. I don't even hear from them no more, to keep it real. It's like you go so far up from people. It's like, I'm not even gonna say so far up, I'm. You feel me? Like, just like that. But it's like, when you elevate yourself from different shit, you feel me, and you stop doing certain shit, and people ain't got no conversation to come around you about no more, because they not like-minded with you no more. You ain't in the street no more. You ain't doing hella bullshit no more. It's like, what we really got to talk about?
Once we don't align no more, it's no reason for us to even kick it no more.
And I'm gonna keep it real. What Boozy said was true. When them niggas stop, when they stop talking with you, they start talking about you.
Thanks.
And I hear it, I see it.
That's a fact, yeah.
I just stay in my lane. That's all I can do. That's all I'm really made for, is just stay focused on what I got going on.
Right, as you should, man, because obviously you're doing something right. You feel me? They fucking with the food on everything. So,
they love that shit.
Oh God, so would you say that you a foodie?
Yep.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I feel like I'm definitely a foodie. Like, I go outside just to go try new food. Like, that's me and my girl. Them their love language. Like, let's go get some food. Like, try a different place.
Listen.
Find hidden gems and shit like that. Like, I love to eat. Like, you feel me?
Off days.
Yeah.
Them off days. I'm eating.
Do you ever go on TikTok and just look some shit up, or
you know
what
what?
do you do?
I don't have a TikTok.
You don't have no TikTok?
No.
Oh man, you gotta get one.
No, but all right. This is a funny story about TikTok, real quick. So I had some people come get some food. They was from OT. And there's another funny story about that. We ain't gonna talk about that one. But
yeah.
They had came, and then the lady was telling me, she was like, I found you on TikTok. She's like, you going up on TikTok.
Right. Your ass didn't even know.
I'm like TikTok. She like, nigga, that's how I found you. She was from like somewhere hella far, like Houston, DC, some shit like that.
Yeah.
But she was like, yeah, I found you on TikTok, and that's why I'm here right now. Right. And I was like, damn, like TikTok, fuck, right. Like, look, thank you, right on TikTok.
Right,
you feel me? I need to get on it, but
yeah, you do.
I gotta just learn how to be more social media inclined. Like, you feel me? Like, it just be a lot going on.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, life be for real.
I
like,
know it's a fact. Yeah.
Like, everybody just see the work, and it's like,
they
man,
don't see
it's
the process behind it. Right.
I should record that shit one day.
But that's why you get other people to help. You feel me? Like, I don't know, a friend or something like that just could post certain shit for you, of course, or you can hire somebody. Cause I feel like right now social media is everything. Like putting yourself out there, especially on TikTok. Everybody's on TikTok. Like she said, you going up on TikTok, posting them videos of you cooking. Nigga, they gonna be everybody, all type of coming from everywhere.
Right.
I need some of that food. Definitely get on TikTok. Definitely put yourself out there with them videos, them reels, everything. I'm just not learning that shit now. Them reels, bruh, it'll be people that look at your shit and it'll be like 10,000 or some shit like that. But you just post a regular picture or something like that, it'd be regular. But a video, them reels, they go.
Going up.
They going up. Yes, definitely. Yeah. You see how you went viral on that motherfucker? Do it again. Yeah, post that shit. For sure. On everything. So, what would you say is your specialty? Like, what do you say you cook the best or the most?
What I cook now, the rice, the pastas, the Zaza plates.
Right.
Mind you, the half and half came from my nigga Cookie Mike. That like a lot of my plates ain't. A lot of my food come from my people.
Right.
You feel me? Like they be like, I was letting certain people have their own little creative aspect when it came to the food. You feel me? Like my nigga Dame. You feel me? Like a lot of people. My nigga Cook, Keita, too. You feel me? Like I had a lot of people twisted.
Right.
You feel me? They're like, nah, instead of that, I want that. Let me try with that. Cause you know we just be high as hell in the house. Like man, like fuck it. Let me try that with that. Let me get that with that. Like my nigga Cook came over there so high one day. That nigga said, bro, I've been thinking about this for 2 days. I said, what? He said, bro, I want half craft fried rice and half pasta on a plate.
That sounds so damn good.
He said, and mind you, I was frying damn near every day at this point. So we had the fried sweet chili chicken over the top with the steak and the shrimp.
Oh, serious.
Man, I looked at that nigga, I said, boy, that shit sounds so good. I'm finna make me one too.
Right.
You feel me? So I made the shit. We sat down. When I tell you, I had a delayed opening that day.
Yeah.
I had a delayed opening. I was trapping on 23rd that day, another Airbnb. When I tell you, I couldn't move for 2 hours after I made that plate.
Right.
And it was so good.
Right.
I posted that motherfucker.
Went up.
I sold like 30 of them motherfuckers that same night.
Right.
The same
he came over
night.
and said, high as hell. What about, just because he did, man.
You gotta let people have that creative guidance a little sometimes, you feel me? Like, your customer's gonna tell you everything.
Exactly.
Like, they're gonna tell you everything.
Just like people with music, people gonna tell you what they want to hear. People gonna tell you,
Be receptive to input.
Yeah, for sure.
You feel me?
Yeah, a lot of people don't like that though. A lot of people can't take, input or
talk to me.
Yeah, they feel like, oh, I already know everything type shit. Some people actually feel like that, but I feel like getting that input, you really get to,
When you stop learning, you dead.
Yeah, on everything.
You're a dead individual.
Right.
That's a term, talking to a brick wall. You talking to a know-it-all. Hell no, I want to learn. I'm still learning.
Facts.
I'm still learning. There's still
always
shit I want
to
to
learn. It's always something new to learn.
Hell yeah.
On everything, every day we learn something new. Facts. So, do you measure your ingredients by eye, or is it just a feeling, or what do you do?
I get it from my ancestors.
Oh yeah.
I feel it.
Once the ancestors say stop, that's when I'm gonna stop.
Yeah. My nigga Mike, he from Vallejo. That nigga told me I got grandma hands. And I like when he said that, like it kind of hit me to the core a little bit. I lost my grandma on the 4th of July 2010. You feel me? And I was living with her at the time when I lost her. You feel me? So it was like hella different. Mind you, and every time I post that video on my page, it goes through the roof.
Right.
Like, you feel me? And it's her. You feel me? It's just her moving through it. You feel me? But I don't measure nothing.
Yeah.
I don't measure nothing.
I hear that from a lot of people that they don't measure nothing. They just
Nah.
Yeah.
I know. I know. It's like I know what I'm doing. You feel me? Like you can sit right next to me for 100 days straight, and I'll tell you to do it, and you still won't be able to do it. You'll be like, what the fuck I do wrong?
Right.
That's gonna be the first question. What I do wrong? It's just something that you know.
Yeah.
You feel me? You do it so many times, you get your rhythm with it.
Competitive. Right. That makes sense.
Yeah,
okay.
I don't measure shit. If I'm doing something new, I ain't even gonna lie and say I still don't even measure it.
Right.
I still don't do no measurements. I just you gotta play with it.
Yeah.
You gotta just play with your food. You feel me? And if a person tell you do it, I don't know. If somebody tell me do it one way, I'm gonna do it different. I'm gonna keep it real with you.
Right.
You gotta judge it off who telling you how to cook the food. You feel me? If you dealing with a motherfucker where you you see what they eat on a daily. If they eating,
like, I can't even take your advice.
if they eat bullshit on a daily, it's like, how the fuck am I gonna listen to you and you gonna tell me what I need to put on some fucking lamb chops or something? Like, you feel me? Like, how the fuck you gonna tell me how to cook lamb and you McDonald's?
Right.
Like,
yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, oh, just put this on. Nah,
you don't
bro. This ain't chicken, bro.
Right.
Like, you feel me? You need a whole another game playing with all that, bro. Like, it just come from just playing around.
Right. Facts.
Just playing around.
So how'd you develop your menu and how'd you go about pricing each item?
The menu kind of came cool. It came simple because I already did rice at one point, and then I started bringing the pasta in at one point, and then I did the half and half. So it was simple then. You feel me? And then the mac came into the play. You feel me? That mac and cheese, or that crack and cheese, that's something to talk about.
Man, I ain't never had none of your food. I found you on Instagram and the shit was looking good, but I ain't never had none of the food.
You supposed to be here like, yeah, man. I had that one too. That shit right there.
Hey, look. Hey,
we gonna get it together. We gonna get it together. I come back in shortly.
Please do.
But so as far as pricing go, put it like this: when I first started cooking, I was getting chicken breasts, like real good quality chicken breasts. I was able to go on Jetro, get the shit for like, damn, 98 cents a pound. You feel me? It was like 98 cents.
Right.
For a pound of chicken. It's a 40-pound box I'm getting.
Right.
So I was able to have chicken plates for $15.
Right.
You feel me?
Right, because it was so cheap.
It's so cheap.
Right.
I go in Jetro now.
We ain't even gonna talk about now.
No, we gonna talk about now. Because that's the price jump.
Right.
And we just gonna talk about chicken. Chicken is one of the cheapest things that you can go get in the store. You go from $1 to damn near $5. So
inflation.
I went from paying what, $10 for 10 pounds to now I'm damn near paying $40.
Crazy.
For 10 pounds of chicken?
Right.
Oh yeah, chicken 25 now.
Right, facts.
Chicken 25 now.
Yeah.
So just imagine when I'm paying for all my other ingredients. You feel me? I don't grab cheap shit.
Right.
I don't like it. You feel me? When I'm in them stores, I'm grabbing.
Getting the best.
I'm grabbing. Like,
right.
You feel me? Because I want my money for it. Y'all want to eat it.
Right.
So it's like, you don't want to come. I wanted to have a spot where you can come to and get some real good ass food off the street and feel like you just left somewhere totally different.
Right.
Like when you pop that plate open and you, oh shit!
Right, excited.
Like what the fuck you just get? Like motherfuckers be in the car. Like turn around. Let me go. Man, hold on. Call him back. Talk. I know he said text. Call him. I need a plate.
Right.
Like I need one. Like I done had it plenty of times. Like you feel me? People have great experiences when they come get food.
Right.
And that's what I want. You feel me? Like that's what the name is for. It's on the flow.
Right.
It's on the flow.
Right.
When you come through this motherfucker, you know where you stepping.
Facts.
You sitting outside, you man, look, all right, bro, it's gonna be extra 10 minutes. I just threw some more steak down, bro. It's getting through on the grill. Take your time, brother.
Right.
Ain't no rush. They gonna sit outside, they gonna roll their blunt, they gonna watch the whatever show they series or whatever it is for a couple of minutes, grab their food. Half of them damn near gonna sit there and eat their food while they watch their little show or whatever.
Facts. Yeah.
It's comfortable on the block, like you feel me? Like I work with my brother Combi, you feel me? He got a studio, he got his own, like his own brand and everything. It's called R Block, you feel me? So it's like not your block, not his block, but it's R Block.
Right.
So it's more so unity than trying to divide sides. You feel me? Like we have a lot of different people that we associate with that's from all over Oakland. You feel me? Like I'm one of them type of people. It's like no politics on. Like I'm not worried about nothing you got going on as long as it don't interfere with what I got going on. As long as it don't come here, we cool.
Yeah.
You could do what you do. You could do your thing. I'm finna go over here and go make my food and spin off.
Right.
But it's like, it also come with respect. You feel me? Like motherfuckers gotta respect you. You gotta respect people.
Right.
So you gotta know how to kind of move with like-minded individuals instead of kind of running with people that ain't really got the same
mindset as you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For
sure.
I work with him and we be over there. That's where I work at, and it's cool. It's comfortable. You feel like people don't be feeling some type of way when they pull up.
Right.
You know, whatever you into, it ain't got nothing to do with what over here.
Facts, and that's dope too because anybody could come.
Anybody.
Anybody gonna come spend their money.
Everybody
Anything where I ain't going over there. I ain't gonna lie. Niggas over there I don't fuck with. No.
Oh look, if it's send her.
Right.
If you feeling like that, send her to come get it. She gonna come.
Right.
Cause her plate in there too.
Right. Oh, everything.
And it be like that. You feel me? And it's all respect when everybody pull up. Like you feel me? You feel me? Ain't nobody trying to push up on you. How you do? Listen, how you have a good day.
Right.
You feel me? Here go your food. I hope you enjoy it.
Thanks.
I don't know who nobody is. I don't know who you pulling up for. I don't know what you got going on. You don't know what I got going on.
Right.
So we just gonna keep it like that.
Thanks. Just business.
It's business and respect.
Yeah.
So just shit like that.
Right. Right. So, do you watch any cooking shows or anything like that? Like, you don't watch cooking shows? None of that? None of the Master Chefs? None of that?
That's like asking an NBA player, do they watch basketball?
Is it though? Really? You feel like that?
Sometimes. Sometimes.
But they have cooking shows that has nothing to do with you doing. Like, they got like the, you ever seen, okay, so you haven't seen it. This guy, it's called the Best Food Review Show, where he go around the world trying different foods.
I used to like shit like that. Yeah, like I used to watch Man vs. Food growing up.
Oh yeah,
me?
definitely that
like
show.
That was my nigga. Like you feel me?
Right.
Like shit like that. Yeah. Like you feel me? Like But as far as like like the chef competition series and all that shit like that, like
maybe I should reword it. Okay.
Yeah, I don't be into it, but like foodies, I'm gonna watch a foodie for sure.
Right.
Like for sure, I'm gonna watch a foodie. I'm gonna find out where to go. But come with the territory though.
Right.
It's like asking a rapper, dude. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's like nigga, if it's good, then it's good. Like you feel me? I got Instagram, so it's like I don't gotta watch TV. I got Instagram. I got
YouTube,
yummy crab guy Ronnie. Look, luxurious cuisine. Like it's hella people to watch. Like it's hella shit. Like it's work on there.
Right.
You feel me? Like I'll be admired by that.
Right.
You feel me? It's like just being amongst people that's just getting it cracking.
Right.
You feel me? Like Oakland. Like it's just something about it.
Right.
Like, yeah, just seeing everybody come from their own hardships and they getting something going. And it's working.
Right.
Like that's some shit that's proud to see. Like,
yeah, it is.
Like that shit be beautiful.
Right. Right. So, like I said, the little cooking shows and shit like that, the foodie shows. I'm actually watching this one called what the fuck is that shit called? Chefs vs. Wild. Basically, they go outside and they forage their ingredients, like in the forest, different places like jungles and shit. Forage their ingredients and then cook outside kitchens, right? Would you ever forage ingredients? Like go outside if you could, like somebody gave you a chance, like okay, I'm gonna take you to this forest where they got some dope ass fresh like ingredients. Just go ahead and pick it and bring it home. Would you ever do that?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Or yeah.
Fresh is best. To keep it real with you. I'm gonna keep it. Yeah, I would do hell yeah.
Right.
I would.
I think a lot of people wouldn't because they're like, I ain't doing that shit. I ain't going outside to go get some.
I ain't gonna fake it though. I had to do some studying on. Would like they had to tell me what's out there type shit, and I would have to do my own research as to what it is, what it's used with type shit. Like I wouldn't be able to just come off the immediate dribble and just, you feel me?
Yeah, just pick up.
I ain't there yet. I could pop my shit, but I ain't popping my shit like that yet. But if they gave me like a review of what's out there type shit, I'll be able to.
Yeah,
I'll be able to do it.
The people on the show don't even know what's out there. Like they go out there and they have a like a survivalist with them that know how to pick out certain fruits, certain shit.
Hell yeah. If I got a guide, hell yeah. If it's just me, it's questionable. I might starve.
Right.
I might starve.
Nah, they go out there for 3 days with a survivalist.
Yeah. Oh hell yeah. I will fuck around. That sound lit. That actually sound fun.
No, you should watch it though. It's actually a great show.
What is it called?
Chef versus Wild. Yeah, on Hulu.
I was gonna say it's on Hulu.
It's on Hulu.
Hulu my shit.
That's my shit
Hulu
too.
My shit. I'm ad free too. $14.99.
What you be watching on there?
I'm gonna keep it real. I just went through the Mike Tyson series that they put on there.
I liked it. Did you?
I was intrigued.
I was. He did a very great job.
I was intrigued.
He did a very good job.
It's like. See when you got an opportunity to like I idolize that nigga. He overcame a lot.
He came from nothing too.
And it's like I can understand where he come from with having so many people just trying to pour from your pot and not trying to pour into it. You feel me? And then when you do find somebody to pour into the pot, it's like damn near don't even know how to really treat them. You feel me? Because you so used to dealing with everything else that you dealing with. You feel me?
Right.
And that shit come with everything in everyday life. You feel me? Like, it's just hard. It be hard to pour into people when you don't know who really pouring into you or who taking out.
Thanks.
You feel me? Because it might look one way in the front, but in the back they scooping that shit.
Right.
You don't know what's going on because it just look good in the front. But that's what and he damn near got me kind of like interested in therapy though.
Therapy?
Yeah. Like, to keep it real, it's like
a lot of black men do not go to therapy.
If you tell the type of shit, if you talk about the type of shit that we go through to an average person that never heard of anything like this or grew up like suburb living in private schools and stuff like that, like if you explain to them what you went through like on the everyday, even in school, high school, middle school, elementary school, like
they would be in awe.
They wonder how you still breathing and how you able to smile and talk to them and cope with everything in life and still be able to, you feel me, really communicate on high levels and just fuck with them. Like, how are you still here?
PTSD is real in the hood.
That shit is for real.
Yes.
Like, you feel me?
Yes. Yeah.
It's uncommon, and you gotta really understand that shit is uncommon for you to really see something different in that shit. Like, that shit is not common.
Right. It's not.
Like,
it's not. It's not.
Of course, it's growing up in the hood, but that shit not common. And for it to become an everyday reality, that shit's scary. But that shit it's not regular.
Yeah.
Like, everything that motherfuckers be having to go through, that shit ain't regular.
It's not. And a lot of people do think it is regular though. Like, this is normal shit.
That's how we grown to look at it.
I seen G Herbo recently. He talked about how, like, before school and they pull the alarm, and then, you know, the little fire alarm, they'll go outside,
so everybody go outside,
and then find niggas to shoot. He was like, man, that shit was normal. What? That's like some movie shit. You feel me? That shit ain't normal, but to certain hoods, certain shit be normal, and it's sad. It's sad. Like, niggas need hugs.
It's been going up since elementary school.
Look, man, therapy, yeah.
Like, you feel me? Ever since elementary school, like, you feel me? Like, it just should be different. You feel me? I went to Markham. Anybody that walked through Markham around the same, I'm 28, so anybody that can run back to them times and that went through Markham, you feel me? East Oakland, 73rd.
Yeah.
That shit was different. You feel me? Like, you really going to school, you throwing them hands. You're gonna throw them hands, or you're gonna get beat the fuck up. So your mama gonna be mad you got beat up, or she gonna be mad that you got into a fight. Which one you want? What you want to deal with?
Yeah.
You lose that fight, you gonna home getting that ass whooped.
Yeah. How do you feel about Oakland right now? Like, you know, with everything going on, you feel me? A lot of people dying and shit like that. You feel me? Like, of course, it's been like that, but I feel like right now, especially with the music, it's gotten worse.
Yeah.
You feel me? So how do you feel about Oakland State right now?
Pray for Oakland.
Yeah.
Pray for everywhere, really, but you know, I'm from Oakland, so I'm really gonna.
So you really
I'm
know.
gonna specify Oakland.
Right.
Like, pray for Oakland. Like, it's different.
Yeah.
You feel me? That shit. When you hear the day-to-day shit that's going on, you feel me? And it's like, I don't even be around a lot of people. So it's like, to be around other motherfuckers and just hear certain shit and hearing about shit that's going on. And I'm like, I done cooked on 84th last night. You hearing about everything else that went on in Oakland last night. While I'm cooking on 84th. While I'm cooking and doing my thing. It's a whole fucking war going on outside, for real. It's motherfuckers dying every day. What they just hit, they just marked like what 100. I think they had like 100 and counting right now.
Just this year?
Yeah.
That's sad.
But you got to think about it. That's just Oakland. That ain't even talking about Richmond. That ain't talking about Berkeley. Vallejo. It's greasy as shit in Vallejo.
Yeah.
And you don't see it on no news.
Not at all.
You feel me? Like, I probably say Vallejo get the less reports on everything that's going on out there, but man, that shit shaky out there. Like, just this year alone, I probably lost, just off the top of my head, probably like 8, 9 niggas.
Wow.
That I really fuck with though. Like, this year been a quiet year for me. Like, I've been dealing with all kind of shit. Like, I be depressed every other goddamn day. You feel me? Like, you just start thinking about shit. And you be wanting to call people, but you can't call them. You feel me? Like, that's a fucked up feeling. It's like, damn, I was just talking to this nigga. Like, I was just.
Yeah. Life is wild.
Like, this shit was just different. Like, yesterday was just different. Like, You feel me? I can't call my niggas no more. You feel me? Like, that be fucked up when you got a routine with people that you can't even see no more.
Thanks.
You feel me? But it's like, I ain't even gonna say that that's normal. That shit ain't normal.
It's not normal.
I don't fuck with a lot of people. But this year I've been gaining too many angels. You feel me? Of people that I fuck with.
Right.
It's like everybody that I fuck with is leaving.
Right. Yeah, because you already said you keep a small. You feel me?
It's a small circle.
Right.
But it's like a lot of the people that I fuck with is leaving. You feel me? Like, that's what kind of forged my break a little bit. It's like my brain, it was just crashing.
Right,
I'm like, it's too much going on around me. You feel me? I'm not a person that's gonna be telling everybody left and right what's going on with me, because I'm just repeating myself too many times. It's like, I don't feel like talking about that shit no more.
Right.
It's like, I'm gonna say it probably once, and after that, it's like, I'm just in my mood. Like, that's just how I'm feeling. If you didn't catch the wave when I said it, then we'll talk about it when I'm over it or something. You feel me? But it's like, just being in that frame of mind and trying to operate my kitchen and fuck with my son, and it's like, it's overwhelming. You feel me? And it's like, it was causing me to crash and run in a circle. I became a hamster on the wheel. You feel me? So it's like, I just start chasing my tail with shit. It's like, I'm on autopilot.
Right.
I can't even feel right now. You feel me? It's like, then when everything's settled and really, like, when the dust blow out, that, like, when they really say that shit, like, you start seeing shit, you start coming to reality with hella shit. Like, motherfuckers start telling you shit that you just did not too long ago, and you really be thinking like, damn, I did that shit. Like, I ain't even know.
Right.
This shit that happened 2 weeks ago. You like, oh, I would have never. I didn't know.
Right.
But like, that autopilot shit serious. Like, you gotta take time for yourself. Like, that's what's going on with me right now. You gotta take time with that shit.
Right. So I'm definitely glad.
You want some more of these?
Hell yeah, I want some more of them. I'm definitely glad you're taking your break, man.
Oh, go ahead. Do your damages.
Hey, look, man. You can't give me no candy. I'm definitely taking
But, yeah, that shit. And these the fruit punch one, too.
Hey, I was gonna say that. The fruit, I ain't never had the fruit punch one. This shit going crazy.
This motherfucker hella good.
Damn, for real. So, on a different note, Trick Daddy has his own cooking show up on, you ever seen it?
I saw it. I saw it.
YouTube.
I like that shit.
Would you ever start YouTube?
I like that shit.
You feel me? Like,
I like how you doing that shit.
Yeah.
Because what I really like about it is that he keeping that shit real.
Oh yeah.
He ain't in there faking.
Yeah.
And that's what I love. That's what I like. I like that shit. Like, he keeping it. Like, a lot of people think you gotta change yourself to build an image.
Yeah.
You feel me? You are the image.
Yeah.
They fuck with you because of you. When you start changing, they changing.
Right.
They like, that ain't what I'm used to. Like, I can't fuck with you no more. Right. You different now. That's where all that shit come from. It's like, stay you.
Right.
You stay you gonna make it the furthest. I don't be on my page faking and all that shit. Like, professionally, I would, like, when it's a bad day, I say it. But about a year and a half ago on my page, oh, we gonna get it cracking. What's going on?
Right.
Who, what, where, what? I had an old experience where some, like, I don't know who the nigga is, but somebody was on my page. They was upset with the fact that I had posted somebody else. I guess that they didn't, like, a different side. Like, you know how this shit go. You feel me? Like, they was fucking with some other people that I guess that they had an issue with my folks. Oh, you fucking with the suckers. If you don't get so young ass out my motherfucking DM,
right?
You a kid, bro.
Right.
We hella grown, bro. We is grown as hell.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you little niggas be funking. Y'all older niggas ain't even funking with the older niggas, bro.
Yeah, it be like that, yeah.
Like, nigga.
Yeah.
We down there in our 30s, bro. My niggas is in their 30s.
Right.
Other niggas from other hoods that's in their 30s, bro. Half the time, it ain't even none of that going on, bro.
Right.
It's a whole nother mutual understanding, because it's a different level of maturity. They know what's really going on. Y'all don't understand what's going on.
Right.
So y'all want to run with no guidance. That's fine. Y'all do y'all. But don't step in the lane where we in a whole nother field. Like, we don't even play like that. Like, it's like that. Yeah. But don't be playing like that.
Yeah, that's true. So, Have you ever thought about like exploring new dishes or new ways of cooking?
I got some shit I can't tell you though.
Hey, look, you don't gotta tell us, man. You ain't gotta tell us.
That shit just made me smile. I got some
Some
shit.
shit?
I got some shit coming. I got some shit coming. I can't tell you though.
Oh, I'm excited, man. I'm definitely have to be the first one to try that one.
I can't. No, you can't try the new shit till you try the old shit.
Well, okay.
I can't even say the old shit. The original shit.
The original shit. Okay. You can't give us an ingredient, anything, nothing. Okay. Hey, we'll keep it at that. We'll keep it at that.
I got some shit though.
Yeah.
I'm finna shake this motherfucker up.
Oh yeah.
I already been shaking this shit up, but I got it's a whole another level that's finna kick off.
Right.
We're finna do this shit all the way different.
Yeah, it's really dope, man. Seeing that you started out, young, going to jail and shit like that. Your whole young life you was in jail type shit.
No, I wasn't in jail my whole life. I just went to jail that time.
Oh, that one time. Oh, okay.
I did 14 months for that one. So the first time I left for 14 months, and it was fucked up the way it went. So.
Yeah, let's clarify this. Come on, go ahead.
Yeah. I ain't the jail. I ain't the jailbird. I ain't the jailbird. So I went to jail that time. The girl that told on me ended up bailing me out.
What the fuck?
She snitched on me.
Then bitch, why you tell that if you just go there?
But she ended up bailing me out. But the shit that she said, that wasn't even a phase of what did it all. You feel me? But short story short, she told on me, bailed me out. I was in there like 4 months. She bailed me out. I was out for like 2 weeks. Mind you, immediately when I got bailed out, I called my sister like, man, come get me.
Right.
Quick. I ain't, bitch, fuck you. I ain't finna play with you. Come get me, sis. So my sister drove out there and came and got me. I left. I was out for 2 weeks. I had a court date coming up. It was my preliminary hearing. I went back. They remanded my motherfucking ass. They're like, Your Honor, his bill's ridiculously low. My bill was like $50,000. Yeah. For everything, for what I was facing. We ain't got no detail. But it was hella low. It was like $50,000. So they was like, all right, whatever. They raised my shit to $250,000.
Oh, they so nervous for that one.
They like, so what you want? What can you do? I'm like, man, I can't do shit.
Right.
My mama looking at me. She like, what you want me to do?
Right.
I'm like, nothing. I'm like, take my phone, no. I'm gonna take my phone, take my wallet, take all my shit. Like, just take all my stuff.
Right.
So, she took all my shit. Now, and that was a fucked up feeling right there. It's like, it's kind of gaining knowledge of the shit that you're doing and seeing how it's affecting your family firsthand. Like, my mama shed tears watching me get took off in the back of that courtroom.
Right.
Like, we just drove to court together. And we was just like what I was just talking about. 1 minute you chilling, eating some food, going out to eat, and the next minute you ain't got that time no more. You feel me? Like, and I'm sitting there. I looked at her, she looked at me, she started crying. I said, don't do that. Don't cry. We ain't got nobody no satisfaction in this shit. That's what they want to see.
Yeah.
Let me crying.
Right.
Let me crying. Fuck that shit. I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah.
I already knew I was going to, man, I'll be back in a minute. It ain't holding me back.
Right.
Cause it's like, I know what went on and what didn't go on. So in my brain, y'all talking about some stupid shit.
Right.
Y'all got me confused. Literally.
Right.
You got me confused. This shit about to walk off.
Right.
I did 10 more months and got out. Credit for time served. And made sure I went to that program though.
Right. That's when everything started. Okay.
That's when everything switched over.
But still, it still is dope to see you get out and then you start doing some other shit. You feel me? In your bag and shit like that. Because you could have been in jail and kept going to jail. You feel me?
That shit was when I was 8. I went to jail at 18. I went to jail at 18. I came home 19, going on 20.
Yeah. And then after that, you never went back.
I went back again. Okay. For some stupid shit.
Right. We ain't gotta talk about it again today. But yeah, I get it. Okay.
I don't live in there though.
Right.
I live on the street.
A lot of niggas live in
there.
Yeah,
I live on the street.
Okay.
I'm comfortable out here.
Right, for sure.
I'm more out than in for sure. They got some time out of me though.
Right. That's hella
They got
funny.
some time out of me.
So the On the Flow catering merch, right? What makes you make clothing for a food brand?
But they asked for it.
They did.
I like, when you gonna get some hoodies? When you get a hoodie?
Right.
Cause I would get them for myself. just to work in, you know, presentation wise. You gotta wear your brand sometimes. That's why I got the shorts, the shirt, the fucking hoodie on right now. You gotta wear your brand. So I got it for me. And then I'm like, it can be bigger than just food.
Right.
Like, you feel me? Like, eventually the pasta sauce is gonna be on the shelf. You feel me? I'm in there mixing some shit right now. That's gonna end up being on the shelf. You feel me? It's gonna be a whole lot of shit that's like retirement type shit. You feel me? Like,
just the actual plate of food. Yeah.
Make it at home. I'm gonna line y'all up.
Right.
So when I ain't doing it, go buy it and make it at home.
Right.
It's all right here for you in the stove. It's in the stove, on the shelf.
Right.
Go in there.
Yeah.
And get up out of there.
Yeah. I'm excited to see that.
You feel me? Motherfuckers gonna start catching on once they start seeing you getting everything that match from all around the stove. You feel me? Motherfuckers gonna be like, God damn, that, whose brand is that?
Right.
You feel me? What? It's on the floor. What is that? Like, go get you some.
Right.
Motherfuckers start using that shit. It's gonna start being seen in households. You feel me? And after that, it's gonna then you online, then you worldwide, and then you got. It's everywhere.
Right. Okay.
So that's more so the aspect of it. Because even if you can't get no food and you still, like, I got people that's in fucking different countries and shit that be DMing me like, I'm never going to end up being out there to try your food, but I'm on your journey with you.
Right.
Real shit.
Can they buy a hoodie or something? Yeah.
You might want a hoodie. Might want to buy some merch, want to support.
Right.
Wearing that shit all the way in fucking Italy, Germany, wherever y'all at.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, you can go wherever you at with it and still support the brand. It ain't got to be just through food and buying plates.
Right.
You can support it in many ways. You feel me? And the shit be, like, the shit clean. Like, I ain't wearing the new ones. This is the old one.
Oh, no, I seen the new ones. It's like embroidery type shit, right?
Like,